It's week 17 of the NFL, and our focus is on Rachaad White. He's the NFL's ultimate red zone back and your leader in rushing touchdowns. It's the Bucs and the Panthers. All that and more coming up next.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome to the booth, everyone. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen, all set for a good one here. Greg, this is one of those interesting things because you talk to both coaches. They schemed, plotted all week, and the question becomes, who's got the plan that's going to fit against this other team?
Well, that's always the question, and I think if we really got honest responses from some of these play callers in pregame, I think they're not even quite sure. Everyone goes in feeling really good about their week work. They feel really good about where they are from a game plan perspective. But now, can you adjust? Can you find the elements of that game plan that are best suited for having success in this given game? That's the key.
On the return is Trey Palmer. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Buccaneers led out by their quarterback, Baker Mayfield. He was in Cleveland and Carolina, and then with the Rams. But now year two, and it feels like he's found a home. Greg here with the Buccaneers.
Here we have a guy, Mike, just really coming off a tremendous outing last week. It seemed like everything was working for him in that win. The early rhythm he was able to establish, he rode that to the final whistle. They had an answer for everything the defense threw at him, and if he continues to stay one step ahead and continues to protect the ball at this rate, it's going to be a hard group to beat.
In motion comes Thomas. On second down, Baker to the left side to Godwin. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Baker going to hand it to White. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll go again with White. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Play is made there by DJ Wanham. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it. Here's White. Ooh. The speed on display. He's in. Rachaad White. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And this spectacular season continues. Now his 20th rushing touchdown on the year, a number very few backs have reached in the history of the NFL. On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bucs will take a 7-0 lead. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Panthers coming out, and they're led by their quarterback, Bryce Young. Rocky rookie season for the #1 overall pick out of Alabama. But, Greg, here's the guy the Panthers hope can get this franchise going in the right direction.
And he's coming off a game where he's pretty much held in check for the majority of the contest. He had a couple nice throws here and there, and I think that's what gives this team hope that he is the quarterback for the future, Mike, because when he's on, it looks like big boy football. The problem is they just don't see it enough. He didn't get into any sort of established rhythm, never found the end zone, and of course he had the one interception. I think today, get him off to a good start. Get an idea of what the defense is looking to do to counter you, and find some easy layups to get this quarterback going. I think last week they weren't able to do it, and if they don't find early success today, I have a feeling the result might not be all that different.
Ready? Third and long. Come on, set. In motion, the tight end Uzama. From the gun here on third down, it's Young. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. In motion comes Thomas. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. Gets this one into the hands of his receiver, Godwin. And they will finally run him down.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with White. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. A throw left side, taken in by Thomas. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. A gain there of 23 yards. Good for a Buccaneers 1st down. Here's a give up the middle with White. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. From the gun, it's Mayfield. And he's in. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Tampa. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Buccaneers move out on top 14-0. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. Trail by 2 touchdowns, so time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. They'll motion over Thielen. Young to throw on 1st and 10. He'll get this into the hands of Thielen. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
Young going to give it to Brooks. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Levante David doing his work on defense. Here's 3rd down and a few inches.
Set, ready.
They'll try and run it with Brooks. And he's not going to get there. Maybe he's looking for a cutback lane, but that certainly didn't develop. And now it's 4th down. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his season total. You get a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes to this point this season. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down. We are through 1. The Bucs have the early lead. We'll have more from Tampa after this. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. In motion comes Thomas. On 1st down is Mayfield. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to fit that one into Mike Evans. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. They run with White. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4. 3rd and 6. Now Mayfield. There's Evans. He's got it. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
There's no doubting the fact, Mike, they've made a clear point in saying we need to get this guy the ball as often as possible, and so far they've had great success when they have gotten him the ball. I think defensively at some point you've got to find a way to get this duo out of this rhythm, or they're going to be in for a long game.
Oh, yeah. And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short.
And you talk about a guy who's been running with a purpose here in the 1st half, Mike. I mean, not only hitting the holes and accelerating through them, but as the numbers telling you, he might be on his way to a big, big ball game.
Off the play fake, it's Mayfield. All alone, it's Evans. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Throwing is Mayfield. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Bucs will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. He'll start at the 4. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Panthers offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. And things are getting a little tight with 2 weeks left in the regular season. Already, we can look ahead in both conferences to some critical divisional matchups ahead in Week 18. Short one there, caught by Tremble. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Throwing on second down, Young. This one to his big tight end, Uzama. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
They'll come up now for second down and 4.
Here we go, set, go, ready?
Out of the shotgun, Young. A throw left side, taken in by Thielen. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty...
And that ball's intercepted by Xavier Howard. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6, but he does set up the offense with first and goal.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky. This didn't go all the way back for a pick 6.
The Buccaneers offense and running back Rachaad White ready for this next possession. He's had a nose to the end zone all season long, and now here in the month of December, he is the NFL's leader this season. That is caught by the tight end, Cade Otton. Touchdown, Buccaneers. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
McLaughlin now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Buccaneers are able to extend the advantage to 28-0. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. A run with Brooks to begin this drive. He'll work forward for a couple. Levante David doing his work on defense. They'll come up on a second down and 8. From the gun, it's Young. That's to the rookie from South Carolina, Xavier Leggett. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Hey.
To throw is Young. Working free downfield, it's Thielen. he will score. Adam Thielen. Touchdown, Carolina. Touchdown number 9 for the year. Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. The kick is good. The Panthers are able to edge a bit closer. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Whoa! And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Buccaneers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. You can see he's closing in on a rushing title, the league leader, coming into the final 2 weeks of the season. Mayfield to throw it here on first down. That's caught left side by Otten. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. A second down throw for Mayfield. That's over the middle of the tight end, Otten. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off. Let's add that to the list of great throws we've seen out of this quarterback here in the first half. We thought he might be in line to have a good game, especially against this style of defense. But let's be honest, Mike, he's been more than just good. He's been sensational.
Over the middle, that's Godwin. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. In motion comes Thomas. On second down, Baker. This one caught at the 4. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team. Baker to throw. That one taken in. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa. He has done it again. That is 4 touchdown passes in his first half. Greg, he might skip halftime with the way he's performing right now.
Yeah, Mike, this passing attack is just really unstoppable. I mean, it is just remarkable the success he's been able to have. We're not even at halftime yet. He finds himself on record pace. I can't wait to see what he does the rest of this game.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here's first and 10.
Come on, set.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. On second down, Young. He's got a man. It's the former Steeler, Deontay Johnson. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their second.
Here we go. Set,
On first down is Young. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Back to throw, Young. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin just outside Washington at Commanders Field in Landover. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. Next, we'll head over to check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium. And you can see there it's the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for Anthony Richardson. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou to check on the Saints at home at the Caesar Superdome. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Raiders. A touchdown pass there for Derek Carr. We saw a strong first half out of the former Heisman Trophy winner, Baker Mayfield. He was nothing short of amazing, throwing 4 touchdown passes to help push his guys out to a sizable halftime lead. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half, because this one's already close to being in the bag, if it's not already.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Brooks. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Ready.
In motion, the tight end Uzama. A 2nd down throw for Young. This one on target for Johnson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
On the ground, it's Brooks. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Set opposite. 3.
A run with Brooks. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
On the set. Let's go. Set.
It's in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Come on. Set. Set. Go.
Young hands it to Hubbard. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
He'll get this into the hands of Thielen. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Punt.
Throwing is Young. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Deontay Johnson, the intended target there. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Set. Ready.
Here now, 3rd and 5.
Let's go now. Punt.
Young. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. This about as short as you can get. McManus's kick is good. And the Panthers cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The 28-yard line. The Buccaneers offense and Baker Mayfield ready for their next possession. And he's been as good as advertised. Take you through some of the highlights. 4 touchdown passes on point with his receivers right throughout, and continuing to master running and executing this offense. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Get this complete right side to Otten.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the 2nd half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Shotgun snap and a give to White. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup. Put up some really big numbers there in the first 2 quarters. Now here in the 2nd half, just doesn't look like they've made many adjustments in the attempt to slow him down.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. On play action, Mayfield. That is brought in at the 10. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal. He'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter as his head comes around. If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Once more from the 2. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run. McLaughlin's kick is good. And the Bucs will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
McLaughlin hit the field goal a moment ago, and now he's back to kick this away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Panthers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down.
Ready, ready, ready.
Out of the shotgun, Young. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Ready, ready.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Down. Set up.
To throw is Young. He's going to run it. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
Here we go, set.
From the gun, it's Young. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. Well, they had a big hole to climb out of, and now it is even bigger. Greg, the defense was waiting for it, feasts on it, and they get to celebrate with a pick 6.
Well, a very fitting way for this one to come to an end here, Mike. This has been a completely dominant defensive performance. This pick 6 here in the 4th quarter ends what has been a total runaway.
McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Bucs add on to their already sizable lead. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and veteran wideout Adam Thielen set to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10.
Set. Set.
Now Young. Here comes the screen to Brooks. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to...
And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet. I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Bucs offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. And as we look back at some of the highlights of this one, Greg, definitely a lot to show from the passing game.
Yeah, and as good as the offense feels about their passing game, I think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got a lot of learning to do because you just get burned time and time again. You'd think at some point you'd make an adjustment and make a correction. So at this point, they've given up 4 touchdown passes You're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL giving up that production in one phase of the game.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Another run here with White. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
And that is incomplete. On 4th down, on comes Jake Camarda to punt for Tampa Bay. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The visitors' offense about ready to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
The motion man is Johnson.
Ready?
Young to throw on 1st down. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Set, hut. Ready?
Back to the air. It's Young.
Faster.
Get this complete. It's Thielen over the middle.
Okay, right.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Here we go. Set, hut.
Here's Young to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And he'll work his way forward to about the 21. 2nd down and 8. They'll run out of the gun. This is White. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mayfield. That's caught left side by Otten. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Baker going to hand it to White. And not a whole lot going to come from that one. Going to about the 39. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again with White. And he does not want to go down. Somehow he turned that into a gain of 6. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. The last run going to put him up over 100 yards for this one. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a 1st down. Terrific day throwing the ball, and the numbers now show it. Over 300 yards passing in this one. 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's White. Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone. Take their first time out. Stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Buccaneers get the win.